Next theory is the consensus theory. This consensus theory belongs to the sociological theories. So again, it is within the environment. So this consensus theory is a social theory that holds a particular or economic system that is fair. Okay? And that social change should take place within the institution provided by it. Meaning to say that economy is not simply normlessness, but as the more and less complete collapse of social solidarity. Under the consensus theory, the absence of conflict is seen as an equilibrium state of the society, in that there is a general widespread of agreement between and among all members of the particular society about norms, values, rules, and regulation. Meaning that the group of people within the community have all agreed what are the norms, what are accepted in their place, what are the values in this place, what are the rules in this place, what are the regulations in that place. Now, the consensus theory is concerned with the maintenance on or the continuation of the social order in the society, so that if the group of people within the community says that this is the accepted norms, okay, these are the values that we only accept here in the community, these are the regulations that we must follow here in our place. So the consensus is that all people is accepting this kind of behavior only, that if one person becomes antagonistic, yan, he will be considered as against the values, as against the rules, or as against the regulations being practiced on among the members of this community. In consensus theory, the rules are seen as integrative, and whoever doesn't respect them is considered a deviant person. For example, that in one place, if drugs are acceptable within the community as part of their medicine, as part of the values, as part of moral, and you yourself is not following that kind of regulation of drugs within the community, for them that you are considered a deviant person. Now, the consensus theory maintained that crime is an important ingredient of a healthy society. Why do they consider that this crime, this delinquency, is an ingredient of a healthy society? Well, because crimes makes people more aware of what are the common interests, and being able to know that this is the common interest of these people, they need now to adjust. However, in adjusting, it takes place because we will be going to the anomy theory, wherein they need to adjust within a certain condition, because according to the consensus theory, if you are not amongst the group of people accepting this, you are considered as deviant. Meaning to say, when you speak of deviant, is you are against them. Another thing is that the theory believed that crime was both normal and functional. Normal because crime is nothing more than a consequence of the creation of one action. So if you do this once, then the result will be this kind of deviancy, if that is wrong within the community. So for them, that is just normal. Meaning to say, it's just a product of what is our actuations. And it is considered functional, maybe because they will be making use of this to either develop or to either make use of this to increase the knowledge, develop the community, or to make better relations between and among the members of the environment. So it is functional because it is the basis for social change. Crime often points out that social group of those elements, processes, and arrangement that may need to be changed. So for example, that in our place, for example, in the Philippines, during the time wherein Bluetooth, infrared are very rampant, and that sexual or pornographic materials are easily being transferred via use of these electronic devices, the Philippines does not have a law that punishes these actions. So because of these actions that happened, it became a deviant act, However, but because of this deviant act, we are now able to produce a law that develops, or that change that involves the development of our community. Another theory that belongs to our sociological theories is the strain theory. Now, this strain theory contends that certain classes are denied of legitimate access to culturally determined goals and opportunities, and resulting to frustration. Well, this is the development of the Emil Durkheim's anomy theory. It was developed by Sir Robert Merton King, and then Albert Cohen, followed by Cloward and Eulen, and then other more criminologists or sociologists. However, on the strain theory, this strain theory said that if one person, or there are classes of people being denied of their wants and the needs, or their goals and objectives, the opportunities are being blocked, are being strained, we will go to the frustration aggression theory again that we have discussed. Meaning to say that if one person's needs, wants, goals, or objective has been blocked, there will be frustration, and that frustration will result to aggression. Now, if this frustration aggression is not fully solved, or not fully taken good care of, there will be a part of the people that acts as a means of defense mechanism. The tendency is that they will be displacing this frustration to other. It could be by killing, by doing good, by doing bad. Okay? So, it says here that strain is the failure to adhere positively on valued goals. So, if one person is valuing this kind of goal that he really wanted to do it, but because it was blocked, okay, there will be frustration. The disjunction of expectation in achievements also, and removal of positively valued stimuli from an individual. That meaning to say, failure to achieve, disjunction of expectation, or destruction of your expectation and or achievement, or the removal of your value or positive value, will become a stimuli for another person, will become a reason to another person in doing delinquency or in doing bad. The theory stated that society puts pressure on the individual. So it is the community that's putting the pressure on the individual to achieve what are the society's accepted goals. For example, is reaching an American dream, as it is being used as example. So the American dream is to be a millionaire, billionaire, or be having the lack of means to be able to become billionaire, millionaire, or the like, okay, or any other kinds. This leads to strain. This leads to blocking that may lead an individual to commit delinquency or crime, like selling drugs or becoming involved in prostitution as a means of gaining the financial security, because they wanted to reach this American dream. They wanted to reach this kind of dream. However, their means is different. Strain theory makes people aspire to a cultural norm. Okay? Makes people aspire for a dream. Makes people to aspire for something. Okay? Which it could be economic, money related, or it could be an achievement, or anything that they wanted to achieve in life. However, if this would be denied, if this would be strained, if this will be blocked by their education, by the capital, or by other means, they will realize that those will end, okay, with, or those will result to nothing. So they will experience what you call as strain. So without reasonable access, therefore, reaching their American dreams, as this dream is given only approved means or approved things or approved ways to become rich, members of society will attempt to find other ways. These other ways for them to achieve their American dream is considered by Sir Robert Merton King as modes of adaptation. So there are conformist, innovator, ritualist, retreatist, or the rebel. So if I accept the goal to reach the American dream, or to reach the goal that I want, the means of achieving them is also followed, I am confirming. But if I accept the dream, I only do few legitimate means, I am innovator. I am considered ritualist if I don't care with regards to the dream, but dedicated to my current lifestyle, then I am ritualist. If the individual give up both the goal and the means, they are retreatist. And if I am considered to be rebel, the cultural goals and legitimate means, I rejected them. And the individual, I create my own goals, I create my own means. This is considered as rebel. The modes of adaptation is again in conformity, innovation, ritualism, retreatist, or rebellion. If the American dream or legal means, if it is either approved or disapproved, that depends on how do you call them, as shown on this